I'm going to talk today about postmortems and why I think we can do more with this technique in the tech community than we are using today. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Fabricio and I've been coding since 2002. I've worked with big corporations and also small startups, and I had my time in academia as well. Nowadays, I'm the CTO at bxblue, and this is the experience that led me to what I'm trying to show you. When I think about postmortems, I see in the community a green face about it. Even though there is this shared knowledge that it's a powerful learning tool, we're always focused on the failure part. But I believe there is more for us to extract from it when we look at what we can celebrate and what we can improve on it. So let me share about it. First, looking what is a postmortem. According to the dictionary, a postmortem is an examination of a dead body to determine the cause of death. This definition comes from medicine, but it's pretty close to what we think about postmortems when you're looking in tech as well. It's not a surprise when you look for the definition of postmortem according to the PMBOK, is that it's a process used to identify the causes of a project failure and how to prevent it. So it's similar to what medicine defines, with a twist that we're looking here not only to determine the cause of death, but also to learn from it and avoid it in the future. The counterpart of a postmortem is a pre-mortem, where instead of looking to the past, we're looking to the future. And it's a process used to foresee the possible causes of a project failure and mitigate it. So it's a risk analysis that we're trying to improve on what we're doing and avoid those risks in the future. But when you want to look forward and you want to try to foresee those risks, you have to learn from it in the past. So a postmortem is one of the biggest tools to do a good pre-mortem. And when you're looking for a postmortem, for me, the best definition of a postmortem comes from its synonym, autopsy, which comes from the Greek, think for yourself. So it comes from experience yourself your mistakes. And for me, this is a good postmortem. It's a tool for learning. It's a tool for recording the history of a company, of a product, the tasks and the moments that were shared. So what some people experienced, other people can also experience as well, and share this context, share these learnings. It's a communication tool for all the teammates in a company. But the types of postmortem that we are used to, it's very limited. So I'm going to share some other types, some other techniques that you can use to improve on your postmortems. So I classified 6 different types of postmortems, including the classic ones and some new ones. So the first one is the classic one, the closure. It's the one defined by the for the PMBOK. It's not restricted, but usually started for projects, and it's focused on reporting what succeeded, so you can double down on that, and what failed, so you can learn from that and avoid that in the future. The second one is the root cause analysis. It's the most common one when you see a tech blog about a postmortem. Usually it's targeted on failures and downtimes, and it's focused on reporting why it happened and why it won't happen again. It tries to give a sense of security that you know how to fix it, or that you already fixed it and it won't happen again. A new one that I want to introduce is the detective. This postmortem tries to recreate, usually in a first person, a step-by-step description of what happened. It's a good way to share with other people what were your process of thinking when you're handling with a situation. This will allow other people to look on your process and learn from it, or even allow you to improve on your process itself. A different type, and is a very uncommon one, is the open problem. It reports the findings of an ongoing issue or a pain point without an implemented solution yet. So here we are talking about something that is not fixed, or even you don't know the solution on how to fix it. But it's very useful because you're recording on what you learned and inviting other people for either contributing with the design of the solution or the investigation of the problem, or even if it doesn't come to be solved right now, when it comes back in the future, you know where to start from and you don't start from scratch. And the last one, and not least, is the celebration. I'm pretty sure that you celebrate your achievements with your team, but But usually these are shared celebrations and they are pretty much already defined. But each person has a different learning curve and each person can have a different point of view of what is an achievement for them. So celebrating about why things are important, it's very helpful on recognizing that each person has a different perspective on the team. So with these different types of postmortems, what can you do to keep up and do it in your team? So first, schedule some time for it. Be it after a big event or something that you think that you should record that learning process or that context, schedule some time and just write it down. Then agree with other people where you should start it, so other people know where to look for context and where to find what happened and when. Then after you write it down, collect some feedback, not only to share what you learned with other people, but also to see what they think about what you're writing. Also, they can share some light about other things that you didn't notice and you also could learn from your experience. Then share it, be it right away or afterwards. When you see something similar happening, share your postmortem so other people can also learn from it and get some value from it. And also, the most important, just start doing it. When you start doing it, if you don't have the other parts already figured out, they started fitting into place. So this is it. I hope I shed some light about postmortems for you, and I hope your interest had a little push forward about starting yourself trying these new types of postmortem. I'm very eager to learn about how you're doing your postmortems and how they are helpful or not helpful, or your challenges, and I'm very open to discuss. So till next time.